to man's side. Of course, when I say man, I exclude woman for it. A woman, if you observe in our family circle, in our family ambit, it's all love, it's all compassion, it's all silence, it's all submission. She never treats her offspring in a violent manner. She nurtures. She cannot express herself in violent ways. That is why she is mother. Forbearing everything, taking everything in your stride. So we cannot say, in the words of Jack Derrida, that everything is a construct of human mind, and a man contains in himself the contradiction of both the elements, the violent and the non-violent. If the woman can become non-violent in all her activities in your day-to-day life, why can't be the man? Of course, man can be. And here I would take recourse to our Vedantic philosophy. Because in Vedantic philosophy and in Vedantic literature and culture, violence has an equivalent. It is papa. I think violence has no proper antony, proper opposite. And to my mind, non-violence is not the antony for violence. To my mind, if violence is a kind of compulsive, obsessive behavior with man, then non-violence is not its opposite. Its opposite is, I think, the absence of violence. So violence antony means absence of violence. So how can there be violence absent? I told you, it is absent in a man, totally absent. But in man it is not. Sometimes woman might be circumstantially forced to stick to violent things, to be violent. But man is naturally becoming violent day by day. So I say that we can cultivate non-violence, we can cultivate love, we can cultivate friendliness, we can cultivate karuna, as you put it. So violence should be dropped altogether. And there should be no difference between what we say, what we profess, and what we do. The difference between thought and action should be entirely obliterated, so that we can practice it in our daily life. We should say all kinds of hypocrisies by which we are known all over the world, that we are a hypocritical society, specifically with reference to India. We should drop our hypocrisy in toto. We should be truthful. We should be honest. We should admit that violence cannot erect the pillars of a good society, a strong society, a healthy society. So let us practice love. Let us practice nurturing qualities. Let us practice karuna, so that we can build up a better society. And at least if a violence-free world is not a possibility, we can at least approximate it to some extent, rather to a greater extent. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your beautiful statement. Mahatma Gandhi wrote, "Non-violence is based on the assumption that human nature unwillingly responds to the advances of love. Today, focus on what you appreciate most about the person you like the least." With this, I would like to invite our special guest, Dr. Ravindranath Madi, former Director GSI, to share your views.
I don't have a doctorate, and the Department of Central Region, from where I ruled over 2 states. Now they have become 3, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Now, being a geologist, let me share this with my zoology friends, which they are aware of, that the life came onto the Earth's surface some 3.2 billion years ago, or maybe a little earlier, but we have evidences that it was from 3.2 billion years we have living things. And for survival, all living things had to eat living things. Therefore, certain amount of aggression, certain amount of violence was necessary for survival of living things on the earth's surface. We therefore, humans also have grown with the same nature. We have to survive. In order to survive, we have to eat. Even if you are a vegetarian, you are eating food, the seeds that you eat, the plants, the fruits that you eat, everything is a living thing. There is nothing non-living. So, if you go into too seriously into this, it will become very difficult to be non-violent. I still remember my father used to tell me that if you took even a cup of tea with your subordinate, it is corruption. Which I agreed with him, but I didn't do in my life. I used to always take tea with juniors. Farooq is here. He has entertained me a number of times with tea, coffee and snacks. See, this attitude of violence. Now, I was the other day, 3 days ago, I was seeing a television, National Geographic program, where there was a killer bee in Africa. The queen bee dies. The worker bees create 4 or 5 new cells for new queen bees to come out. Out of the 5 or 6 new queen bees which come out, they have all stings, and one of them goes on stinging all the others to kill them, and she becomes the queen and creates the new nest. Now, this is part of survival, this is part of evolution. If you deny this, then you are out of, you should go into the space problem. So there will be a certain amount of violence, and what professors of revolution said, certain amount of violence. What they were said, certain amount of beating. My father used to beat me like left and right when I was a student in Raigada, and 90% of the time I was beaten because I was the eldest son, eldest child, and my younger brother had done some mischief for which I was beaten like that. You could not control your younger brother. So there, but I never hated my father. I loved him. I emulated his example, and he was a topper in university. I became also a topper like him. Therefore, it's not that disciplining can create. Nowadays, psychologists say that you should not do this to your children. You should not do that to your children. In fact, I have never done that to any of my daughters. My 3 daughters grew up without even raising my voice against them. And nowadays they make fun of me. Whenever my father used to call me and I used to stand attention and say, yes sir, they used to say, you're damn scared of your father, why don't you contest him, why don't you tell him that this is not done, this is not the way to be done. I said, no, we were never taught to contradict our parents. We just have to say yes sir to whatever they say. So my feeling is that we can have a violence-free society, but that has to be with certain limitations. Not exactly absolutely zero violence. Even Mahatma Gandhi used to get angry. If you remember, I don't know how many of you know, Mahatma Gandhi once visited Odisha way back, and he wanted Chedi Khira. And Odisha people could not provide him Bakri ka doodh. And he was so angry that he said, useless fellow, you can't give me a little bit of goat's milk, I'm never coming again. So second time when he visited, Odisha Congress Party, Gopaldas had to import some 20 bakris from Calcutta, Dudhiyari bakri. Mahatma Gandhi used to get angry, many people on many issues. So it's not that he was not getting angry or anything. My teachers get angry, you can get angry, anybody can get angry. Husband, wife, fight out. My wife always used to get angry with me for being careless. She used to say, "Pahad chadla, ठीक करे चलना, तो ना, वो खास बड़ी वाले तुम बड़ा दवाई जो, मुँह भी दवाई करे, मर के बुझो." So therefore, these kinds of what happens. And family violence. What do you mean that family violence? My wife used to be terribly violent against me. She will say, suppose some friends will come, I will say, give them a cup of tea and a biscuit. She will say, tamo ghara padi gare te upoma, cha cup ta biscuit khudebo. Amo ghare le pakodi hobo, samosa hobo, khiri hobo, pitha hobo, sab kichhi hobo. So she used to serve a lot of dishes. And my friends used to say, my God, what a wonderful wife you have. तुमको खिला पिला के तो बहुत रखते हैं, मुझे नहीं खिलाती. Because she will say you will become fat. Better that you. But she will feed me. So we were having tension that kind of relationship. And we had 3 daughters. I was never unhappy for having daughters. But she was very unhappy. She used to say, what a name. What a name, what a name. So these kind of things happening in human society, we always have problems and difficulties, but I'm sure all of us will be able to solve. We'll have a comparatively violent face and not this kind of violence. I don't like this kind of, आज डिस्कशन हो रहा था कि ट्रिपल तलाक होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए, तो फारूक साहब ने मेरे को बड़ा अच्छा सजेशन दिया. अरे साहब बीवी को छोड़ना है, ट्रिपल तलाक करने के लिए छोड़ दो ना, फिर दूसरी शादी कर लो. तो असल में होता है कि whatever you want to do it, you can do it. But in that process, you will be hurting yourself. Thank you very much. So there is nothing like total non-violence or violence-free, but there can be a violence-free society with reasonableness. Thank you.
Amen. When we forgive, we do not condone hurtful behavior. When we realize that there is something within us that is more important than this only experience, we are free to let go of the past and move on with our lives. With this, I am glad to invite our chief guest, Professor Sanadev Sahu, former Chief Secretary, Odisha, to share his views on the topic.
जहाँ कहते से सब्जेक्ट लिखा तुम मानी जाओ जो भावलेंस अच्छी भावलेंस नाचुराल यूनिवर्स तो भावलेंस हुए बचार जो प्रक्रिया तो भावलेंस हम कंपिटिशन माने भावलेंस भावलेंस अर्थ है आउ जन को आघात दे प्रतिबंधक देवे आगे बार बंद कर दिए निजे दीजिए से विवर्तन प्रक्रिया से प्रकृति भाव आम भितर जेहतु आम मनुष्य आम भर विचारधारा अच्छे विचारधारा ना आम तो कहूँ तू जहाँ पे विवेक तो कह जंतु पचार ता विवेक कह विवेक गोटे जिनस दिखाई से विवेक अनुसार मापा पड़ो कौटे हिंसा जो से कहते तो रिजिन आ कंपासन जो भयस कहीपर इनबिल्ट भयस हम आम भर जो सब अवहेलित जो मिलुनी सुख सुविधा आम गढ़ी आम नहीं जाऊँ यदि तिरक समय आसी गोटे जिन अभाव पड़ी जार शक्ति अच्छी पैसा अच्छी सब नहीं जाए घर पड़नी तो जो पाठ आप छड़े मिल ना तो भल युवाक तो मनीष भाई अन्य भाई पारे आम के कलेज थी कलेज कौन आप हत्या कले कह भलेस माछ बड़े खाई भलेस कौन से तो जंतु हत्या करते कहीं से इतने संख्या अच्छी मतलब मरिकर किसी असुविधा नहीं हम कह प्रकृति सेमती जुलजे कहे प्रकृति गुड़े किसी बचो गुड़े फल गुड़े फूल बेले किसी फूल फल गुड़े फल पर तार किसी फल पाकल हम कि मंजी कोई गछ हम से कहीं खोजा प्रकृति क्रिया तादे रही जाए अंतर्निहित शक्ति रही कहीं ना कि भलेंस कर नष्ट करदे मनीष जन्म होला बेले तार गुण रही था से कहते गुण रही था देह के अंडा हम झी होते पु होते के स्पर्म रही संख्या एत बेसी गुड़े नष्ट किसी बचित तो ये तेणु घर जो सृष्टि अच्छी से गणेश आम कौन से गणेश रिजिन आ कंपासन भय जो कहूँ ଆମେ ପ୍ରକୃତ କାମ କରିବୁ ଯେଉଁଥିରେ ଜାଣିଶୁଣି ଜଣେ କ୍ଷତି କରାଯାଉଛି, ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅଟକେଇ ଦେବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି, ମୋ କଥା ମାନୁନି, ମୋତେ ଦେଉନି, ସେଇଟାକୁ ଅଟକେଇବା ପାଇଁ ଯେଉଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି ସେଇଟା ଭାଇଲେନ୍ସ। ସେଇଟା ଲାଗିବି ସବୁବେଳେ। ଆପଣ ପଇସା ପାଇଁ ଭାଇଲେନ୍ସ ହେଉଛି। ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରସବ କରୁଥିବା ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକ ସିଧା ପହଞ୍ଚିଲା, এটা তো নর্মাল হবনি, সে জায়গায় করো, এটা বলছি না, সে জায়গায় পয়সা পে করা যায়, তো ছাড়ো নাকি প্রাকৃতিক উপার্জন হব, সে জায়গায় কলে আমার দেশের যেতে লোক জন্ম হচ্ছে সে জায়গায় করে তা তো অধিকাংশ রোগগ্রস্ত হবে। প্রাকৃতিক উপায় জন্ম হয়ে ତାଙ୍କର ନାହିଁ, ପ୍ରତିରୋଧ ଶକ୍ତି ନାହିଁ, ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ନେଇଛନ୍ତି ବୋଲି ତାଙ୍କର ସବୁ ଆଜିର ଯେତିକି ସବୁ ରୋଗ ଆସିବ, ଇଏ ପଇସା ପାଇଁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଇଏ ତ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଭାଇଲେନ୍ସ ହେଉଛି। ଏବେ ତ ବହୁତ କଷ୍ଟରେ ଗାଁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ଯିବ 2 ଦିନ ଦେବାକୁ ଏଇ ନ୍ୟାୟଟା ହେଇଥିବା ଉଚିତ। ସେ ଜାଗାରେ କାହିଁ କରିବ, ପଇସା ଦେବ ସେ ଜାଗାରେ କରିବ। ଲୋକ ମରିଗଲା ପରେ ଆଉ 2-3 ଦିନ ରଖିକିରି ଭେଣ୍ଟିଲେଟର ରଖିଛି ବୋଲି ପଇସା ଦେଇକି ତ ମରିବା, 3 ଦିନ ପରେ ବଞ୍ଚିଛି ବୋଲି କହି ପଇସା ଦେବ। ଇଏ କ'ଣ ଯେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯେଉଁ ସମ୍ପର୍କୀୟ ପ୍ରତି ତାର ଆଚରଣ ଭଲ ଅଛି ନାହିଁ। ଆମେ କେତେବେଳେ ପଇସା ଦେବା ନିଜେ ଭଲ ଭଲ ଯେଉଁ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀକୁ ଆମେ ହଇରାଣ କରୁଛୁ, କାହିଁକି ହଇରାଣ କରୁଛୁ, ତୁ କାହିଁକି ଆଣିଲୁ ଦେଉଥିବ, ତୁ କାହିଁକି ପୁଅଟେ ଜନ୍ମ କରୁନୁ ଦେଇଥାଉ, ମୋ ଇଚ୍ଛା ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ଯେଉଁ କରୁ ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ଯାହା କରିବି ସେଟା ତାକୁ କ୍ଷତି କରୁଛୁ, ମୋ ଇଚ୍ଛା ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ତମେ କରୁଛୁ। ଇଚ୍ଛାକୁ ଅଟକେଇବା ପାଇଁ ଦରକାର ରିନି ଅଭ୍ୟାସ, ଯେଉଁଟାକି ଆପଣ ଥିମ୍ ହେଇଛି। ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ସବୁ କହୁଛୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମଣିଷ ଭଳିଆ ଟିକେ ଭାବ, ଯାହା କରୁଛ ଟିକେ ବିଚାର କର, ତା ଉଚିତ କି ଏବଂ ତା ପାଇଁ ଦୟା ଦେଖା, କମ୍ପାସନ ଦେଖା। ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଦୁଇଟା ଭାବ ଆମ ଭିତରେ ବହୁତ ଅଭାବ କରିଛି। ଏଇ ଦୁଇଟା ଭାବ ବଢ଼େଇବା ପାଇଁ ବୋଧେ ନିଆଁ କଲା ଏଟାକୁ ଆମେ କରିବା, ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ବତେଇବା। ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ବତେଇବା ମାନେ 10 ବାଟ ଏ ତ ମେସେଜଟା ସବୁଆଡ଼େ ଯିବା ଉଚିତ, ସବୁଆଡ଼େ ଯାଉନି। ଆମେ କେତେଜଣ ଡାକୁଛୁ, ସେତିକି ଭିତରେ ରହିଯାଉଛି। ଏଇଟା ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଧର୍ମ ଭଳିଆ ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରଚାର କରିବା କର୍ମ ଭଳିଆ ଯଦି ଆମେ ନେବା, ତାହେଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଆମକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଉଦାହରଣ ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରିବା ଉଚିତ। ଆମେ ତ ସିଧା ବୁଢ଼ା ହେଲାଣି, ଆମେ ସବୁ ବୟସ୍କ ମାନେ କହୁଛୁ କ'ଣ କରିବି, ପୁଅଟା ମୋତେ ପଚାରୁନି, ବୋଉଟା ପଚାରୁନି, ତ ସିଧା କାମ କର ତା ବୁଝେ କାହିଁକି ତୁମେ ଶୋଉନା, ସହିତ ନା କାହିଁକି ନିଜକୁ ନିଜ ଭଲ କରୁନି, ତୁମେ କି ନିଜ ନିଜ ଭଲ ଅବସ୍ଥା ପୁଅକୁ ବାପା ପଚାରିବେ, ତୁମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ନିର୍ଭର କରୁଛ ବୋଲି ସେ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ କଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛ, ଆଉ ରୋଜଗାର ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ଗୋଟେ ସୁବିଧା ପାଇନ୍ତି। କିନ୍ତୁ ଆର ମୂଳ କାରଣ ତୁମେ ନିଜେ ଭଲନେସ୍ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରତି କରିଛ। ଛୁଆଟି ମାନେ ଜନ୍ମ ହୋଇଛନ୍ତି, ଯେତେବେଳେ ତୁମର ଲାଳନ ପାଳନ ଦରକାର ଥିଲା ସେ ଘରେ ଲାଳନ ପାଳନ କରିନା। ପିଲା ଉଠିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ତୁମେ ଅଫିସ୍ ଯାଇଛ, ପିଲା ଶୋଇବା ପରେ ତୁମେ ଆସି ପହଞ୍ଚ, ଦେଖୁନା ବିଲକୁଲ ତୁମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଅତ୍ୟାଚାର କରୁନ। এইগুলা ଟିକେ ଦେଖୁନି, ଅଛ କହୁଛି ମୋ ପିଲା ବି ମୋତେ ପଚାରୁନି, ଯାହା ପିଲା ବି ଘରେ ପଢ଼େଇଛି ସେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ବାପା ପଚାରେ। ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ କହନ୍ତି ନର୍ଚର ଇଜ୍ 90%, ନେଚର ଇଜ୍ 10%। ଜନ୍ମ ମଣିଷ ନୁହେଁ। ଝିଅଟାକୁ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲା ମାଙ୍କଡ଼ ବାହାରିଛି, ଜଙ୍ଗଲ ବଣାଗଲା, ମଣିଷ ଭଳିଆ କାହିଁ ନାହାନ୍ତି। କାଲି ଆପଣ ଛୁଆ ଜନ୍ମ ହେଲେ ତାକୁ ଛାଡ଼ି କୁକୁର ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, କୁକୁର ଭଳିଆ କରିବ, ସେ ମଣିଷ ଭଳିଆ ହବନି ତ। ବର୍ନ ନେଚରଟାକୁ ମଣିଷ କରେନି, ନର୍ଚରଟା ମଣିଷ କରେ। ଏ ନର୍ଚର ମଝିରେ କମ୍ପାସନ ଯିଏ ଥିବ ଘରେ ସାକ୍ଷାତ ଜାଣିବ। ନର୍ଚର ହେଉଛି ଏ କମ୍ପାସନ ନିଜର ଦରକାର। ଆମେ ନର୍ଚର ଆମେ ଆମ ଇଚ୍ଛା ଗଦୁଛୁ ପିଲା, ଯଦି କେବେ ବଦମାସି କଲା ତାକୁ ଚାପୁଡ଼ି କାହିଁ ପକାଉଛୁ, ଚାପୁଡ଼ି ଭିତରେ ସମସ୍ତ ସମଗ୍ର ସେ ବେଶୀ ବଦମାସ ତାକୁ ଜାଣିଗଲା ଯେ ତାକୁ ତ ଚାପୁଡ଼ି ଭଲ ପାଉନା, ଯଦି ଗାଳି ଦେଉଛ ଏକୁଟିଆ ଗାଳି ଦେଉଛ, କେମିତି ଜାଣିବି ତ ଗାଳି ଦେଉଛ, ସେ ଭଲ ହେବ ଦେଖୁଛ ସମସ୍ତ ଗାଳି ଦେଖ, ସେ ଜାଣିବ ଭଲ ପିଲା ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଖରାପ ଚାହିଁବୁ। এইটা হচ্ছে আমার কম্পাসন, এটা আমি করুন গোটি কথায় আমি সব আমি যদি আম কথা মানে চগলা বলে কই দেছু, তারপরে ভাবি সকালে আজকাল যুগ বদলিলানি, যে বদলিটা পাই আমি কম্পাসন রিজনিং করছু। মু গোটি উদাহরণ সত্যি দিয়ে এখন আজকাল পিলা আমি তো ফটো বসি যাও ঘষিকি যে বসি 3 ঘন্টা ভিতরে বর্ষটা পাঠ মনে পকে দেওয়া ফার্স্ট হব কি দ্বিতীয় হব সেমিতি হব। আজকাল তা নୁହେଁ, ତାପରେ କ୍ରିଏଟିଭନେସ୍ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦିଅ, ଯଦି ସେ ଖେଳୁଛି ସେ କାହିଁକି ଖେଳୁଛି, ସେ ଖେଳ କେଉଁଠି ଗୋଟେ ଆଗେଇବ, ତାକୁ ଦେଖ। ଗୋଟିଏ ଉଦାହରଣ ମୁଁ ଦେଉଛି, 1999 ମସିହା କଥା ମୁଁ ଚିଫ୍ ସେକ୍ରେଟାରୀ, ଆମର ଜଣେ ଭାରତୀୟ ବଂଶୋଦ୍ଭବ ଲଣ୍ଡନରେ କାମ କଲାଣି, ସେ ତାଙ୍କ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ମରିଗଲା ପରେ ଛୁଆଟିକି ସେ ସମ୍ଭାଳିବା ବହୁତ କଷ୍ଟ ହେଲା, ତଥାପି ସେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ରଖିଲେ ବି ଆୟ କରିବେ ବୋଲି ଭାବି ସେ ପିଲାଟିକୁ ରଖିଦିଏ। ସେତେବେଳେ ଟିଭି ଥାଏ, ମୋବାଇଲ ନଥାଏ, ସେ ଟିଭିରେ ଚାଇଲ୍ଡ ଲକ୍ କରିକି ପଳେଇଲା। ତୋତେ ଚାଇଲ୍ଡ ଲକ୍ ଅଛି ଦେଖିପାରିବ, ଇଏ ତ 5ଟା ଫେଲା ସେ ଖେଳୁଛି ଲକ୍ଟା ସେ ଖୋଲିଲେ ଯେଉଁ ଖେଳ ପାଇଁ ତାକୁ ଗାଳି ଦେଉଥିଲା ସେ ଖେଳ ଯୋଗୁଁ ସେ ନୂଆ ପାଇଲା କେମିତି କେମିତି ଭେଦ ପରିବାର ସେଟା ବାପା ତାକୁ ମାରିଲାନି କାଖେଇ ବୁଲିଲା ବୁଲି କ'ଣ କର ଭାବିକି ତାକୁ ଭେଦ ଟିକେ ପକେଇକି କେମିତି କଲୁ ପାସୱାର୍ଡ଼ ନାହିଁ କିଛି ନାହିଁ କେମିତି ଖୋଲିଦେଲୁ ସେ କେମିତି କେତେବେଳେ ସ୍କେନ୍ କରିଛି କେତେବେଳେ ସବୁ ଦେଖିଦେଲା ଏ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଫୋନ୍ କଲା ମାଇକ୍ରୋସଫ୍ଟ ସେତେବେଳେ ବହୁତ ଶସ୍ତା ପଇସା କହିଲା ତୁମେ ଯେଉଁ କରିଛ ଚାଇଲ୍ଡ ଯେଉଁ କରିଛ ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ତାର ରହସ୍ୟ ଭେଦ ଦେଇଛି ସେ ତ କହିଲେ ମାଗଣା ମିଳିଯିବ ତାପରେ କେତେ ରୋଗ ତୁମକୁ କପିରାଇଟ୍ ତୁମେ ମୋତେ ଲେଖିଦେବ କାହାକୁ କହିବନି ସେ ବେଶୀ ମାଗିଲାନି $1000 ମାଗିଲା ଟଙ୍କା 15 ଟଙ୍କା 15,000 ଟଙ୍କା ଏବେ ବୋଧେ କୋଟିଏ ମାଗିଥାନ୍ତା ପିଲାଟା ଖେଳୁଥିଲା ବଦମାସି କରୁଥିଲା ବଦମାସିର ପ୍ରତିଭା କଲା ଆଜି ବହୁତ ସୁନ୍ଦର 15 ବର୍ଷ ପିଲା ନୂଆ ନୂଆ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସିଓ ହେଇଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ଯଦି ଖେଳିଲା ବେଳେ ବଦମାସି ବୋଲି କହିକି ତାକୁ ଚାପଡ଼ି ପକେଇବ ଦଣ୍ଡମୁକ୍ତ ଅଞ୍ଚଳ ହବନି ସିଧା ଆଚ୍ଛା ଦେବ ସେ ପଢ଼ିବାଟା ଆଜିକାଲି ଯେଉଁ ଥିଲା ମାପ ତ ସ୍ମୃତି ଶକ୍ତିର ଗୋଟେ ପରୀକ୍ଷା 3 ଘଣ୍ଟା ବୋଧେ କେତେ ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ୍ କରିଦେଉଛ ସେଟା ବଦଳି ପାରୁନି ଏଇଟା ଯଦି ଆମ ଧାରଣା ଆସିବ ଆମେ ଆମ ପିଲାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରତି ଯିଏ ଦେଖେଇବା କମ୍ପାସନ୍ ଅଛି ସେ ଯଦି ବଦମାସି ମାନେ ଆମ ଅର୍ଥରେ ବଦମାସି ନ କରୁଛି ସେ ବଦମାସିଟା ହେଉଛି ସହନୀୟ ସୃଜନଶୀଳତା ଚିହ୍ନ ଆମେ କେଉଁଠି ବଦମାସି କରିବା ଏ ପିଲାମାନେ ବୟସ ହେଲାଣି 12, 13, 15, 20 ଅଛି ହେଲା ଏ ଯେଉଁ ଇମୋରାଲ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ବଦମାସି କରିବା ଆଉ ଯେତେ ଅଛି ସବୁ ସୃଜନ ଶକ୍ତି ଯଦି କୌଣସି ଇମୋରାଲ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ନାହିଁ ଗୋଟେ ଆମ ଅର୍ଥରେ ଗୋଟେ ଯେତେ ପ୍ରକାର ସେ ବଦମାସି କରନ୍ତୁ ସହିଯାଅ ସେଇ ସହିବାଟା ହେଉଛି ଭୟଲେନ୍ସ ଶିଖିବା ଭୟଲେନ୍ସ ପକେଇ ହେବ ଭୟସ ମିଟିଗେସନ୍ କରିବ ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବେ ଦୁର୍ବିପାକ ହେଉଥିଲା ଦୈବ ଦୁର୍ବିପାକ ହେଉଥିଲା ଆମ ସେଥିରେ ଥିଲା ପ୍ରିଭେନ୍ସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଡିଜାଷ୍ଟର ମୁଁ ତ ଏସ୍ଆର୍ ଶିଖିବି କେମିତି ପ୍ରିଭେଣ୍ଟ କରିବ ଡିଜାଷ୍ଟର ତ ଭୁଲ କହୁଛ ଦିସ୍ ଆଷ୍ଟର ମାନେ ହେଲା ବ୍ୟାଡ୍ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ବ୍ୟାଡ୍ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ନୁହେଁ ପ୍ରାକୃତିକ ଉପାୟ ଝଡ଼ ଯଦି ନ ହେବ ତମେ ମରିବ ପବନ ଯଦି ନ ହେବ ମରିବ କୋଉଠି ବହୁତ ଜୋର ହେଉଛି ଯଦି ଉଦ୍ବେଳ ନ ହେବ ପୃଥିବୀଟା ଡେଟ୍ ହେଇଯିବ ଥଣ୍ଡା ହେଇଯିବ ବଞ୍ଚିଛି ବୋଲି ପୃଥିବୀ ଉଦ୍ବେଳ ହେଉଛି ଆର୍ଥିକ ତେଣୁ ଏସବୁ ହିଂସାକାଣ୍ଡ ହେଉଛି ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରାକୃତିକ ତା ଭିତରେ ସହିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ଯେଉଁ ଉପାୟ ଦରକାର ତା ପାଇଁ ଦରକାର ଜିନିଙ୍ଗାନ ଉପାୟ ସେଇଟା ସେଥିରେ ଆପଣ ସେମାନେ କରୁଛୁ ଆଉ ଧୈର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଦେଖି ଶୁଣିଥିବାର ଆପଣ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ
And take 5 minutes to listen to the feelings behind someone's words to you. Be fully present for the conversation and be interested in what the person is saying. With this, I would like to invite Dr. Joshna Mahapatra, former professor of chemistry, Regional Institute of Education, to speak some words.
Hello, good afternoon everybody. Guests on the dais, off the dais, and our dear students. The topic today is building a violence-free world through reason and compassion. I'm going to highlight a little bit about violence against women. That's a very common topic and a very hot topic these days. A woman says, I am a woman. Society thinks I am here to help others only, like being a mother, sister, sister-in-law, daughter, daughter-in-law, etc., etc. I will sacrifice and sacrifice till my death, but I am never accounted for my work. Even if I take up a job outside, which I can, from car driving to pilot, to go on rockets, etc., etc., and run the home, manage my children, my in-laws. Am I not superior then? Why I am belittled?